PPP accuses Abnu of bullyism. U.S. confiscates Home Affairs PS mobile phone. And Exxon reopens oil exhibit. I'm Rico Beaufort, and this is Uncut News. Do you see news happening? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. The PPP has accused Abnu of bullying residents of Region 5 to withdraw their support for the PPP ahead of local government elections. They claim that Abnu members are visiting the homes of PPP supporters on the backers list and threatening them to sign pre-prepared documents to withdraw their names. The PPP has condemned these, quote, acts of bullyism and has called on residents to resist any further attempts. However, the PPP has also been accused of forging names on its list, while Abnu has claimed that the PPP submitted the names of several dozens of electors as signatories to the LGE list of candidates without their knowledge and consent. So they're both accusing each other of forging names. The Guyanese government has requested information from the U.S. Embassy in Georgetown regarding the confiscation of the mobile phone of the Permanent Secretary for the Ministry of Home Affairs, May Toussaint Jr. Thomas, at JFK Airport in New York last week. The U.S. government has not provided any information about the incident, causing concern for Guyanese authorities. While the U.S. border officials can confiscate travelers' phones without reason, Thomas is a senior government official, and it is believed that any decision to confiscate her phone would be based on serious information as well as the approval from senior Homeland Security officials. In fact, it has to be passed by the director's desk. Thomas will provide a full report of the incident upon her return to Guyana. She, at the time, was en route to China. The government plans to use the nation's waterways to improve response times to crime and security threats. The president announced that law enforcement agencies will receive new equipment including a marine firefighter vessel and faster interceptor vessels to modernize the security architecture. The government also aims to utilize the Demerara River as an express highway for fast response to crime and security threats within the region. The body of missing woman Talisha Dominado was found in Betsy Crown Village, East Kanji Pepys, with a wound on her neck. She was allegedly abducted on April the 14th, and the case was reported to the Claremont police station. No arrests have been made, but investigations are ongoing. Canoe agents seized 63 pounds of marijuana worth $11.5 million during an operation at Tushin New Housing Scheme in Region 3. The operation resulted in the seizure of 23 parcels of imported cannabis known as creepy weed. Canoe continues to work with other law enforcement agencies to prevent the flow of narcotics in and out of the nation, or at least for creepy weed. It's April. Keep your truck running smoothly this rainy season with high-quality parts from Powered Automotive. They stock parts from all the top brands, including Freightliner, DAF, International, and all models of Cummins engines. Visit them at Lot 491 EE Eccles, or call or WhatsApp them on telephone number 697-0171. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana. Tired of waiting on hold, tracking down a delivery driver, or carrying cash for your food orders? GT Eat is here to make your life easier. Guyana's first cashless food ordering and delivery app. Choose from Georgetown's top restaurants, pay securely with your card, and get your food delivered right to your doorstep. With the convenience of being able to order from your phone and the added feature of tracking your order, GT Eats is the ultimate solution for all your food needs. Download the app on Apple and Android stores and start ordering the easy way today. The Guyana Police Force has prosecuted 735 drivers for traffic violations using the e-ticketing system that was operationalized in September of last year. The system uses cameras and technology to monitor traffic and track traffic violations with the aim of promoting greater discipline on the roads and reducing accidents caused by dangerous driving. The system operates 24 hours a day and is part of the administration's policy to modernize and improve the lives of citizens through a massive state surveillance system. Yes, it kind of troubles me too. 39-year-old fisherman Karamjan Muknath has been charged with the murder of 28-year-old Abdul Javid Razak. Muknath allegedly stabbed Razak to death during a confrontation and has been remanded to prison until May the 25th, 2023. The Georgetown prison located on Camp Street may be closed down soon, according to the vice president. The prison population has already been reduced, and while no formal decision has been made, the government is considering the closure of the over 100-year-old facility. It's actually almost 200 years old. Plans for a new modern prison with a school and a trade school are underway. The wooden buildings of the Georgetown prison were of course destroyed by fire in 2017, and the remaining concrete block is currently housing inmates. The Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean predicts that Guyana will experience a growth rate of 37.2% this year, contributing to the Caribbean's overall economic growth of 9.1%. Despite this, all subregions of the Latin America and Caribbean region are expected to record lower economic growth this year compared to 2022, largely due to inflation affecting consumption and production costs. The ECLAC notes that the 2023 growth projection for the LAC region is subject to downside risk, including turbulence in the global banking system and economic uncertainty related to the war in Ukraine and geo-economic fragmentation. Chairman of ID Pada G, Vincent Alexander, says the umbrella body will not tell its constituents not to take monies which the government intends to give them directly this year. The International Decade for People of African Descent Assembly Guyana, or ID Pada G, and the government have been locked in a court battle over the 2022 subvention which the organization is supposed to receive. The legal case developed after the government withheld the subvention, claiming that ID Pada G had not been transparent and accountable for the funds. While the matter is still in court, the government earlier this month announced that it would allocate the planned 2023 subvention directly to the 50-plus members and not to ID Pada G. Now for today's oil update. ExxonMobil has relaunched its oil and gas exhibit at the Guyana National Museum in Georgetown, featuring samples of crude oil from the Liza Phase 1 and Liza 2 developments, produced water, a section of umbilicals, and a detailed interactive poster of an FPSO vessel. The exhibit also offers a 3D tour of the vessel, allowing visitors to get a glimpse of what goes on offshore. The Liza Destiny FPSO is still on display, while the Unity and Prosperity FPSOs, built and operated by SBM Offshore, recently arrived offshore for startup later this year. Administrative Professionals Week is coming up, and there's no better way to show your appreciation than with flowers from Shanice's Flowerland. We have a wide selection of beautiful flowers to choose from, including roses, sunflowers, and stunning desk arrangements, starting as low as $6,000. Our gifts are sure to brighten up any workplace and put a smile on anyone's face. With convenient payment options like PayPal, MMG, and Cash App, ordering from us is quick and easy. It's as simple as contacting us on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp at 645-1189. Come visit us at Shanice's Flowerland at the Movietown Mall and let us help you say thank you in the most beautiful way.
Robbery season might be over, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home or business with Sheriff Security. Sheriff Security has well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, marine patrol, canine services. They speed even our drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest. Now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today.
Now for our Uncut News Feels Poll Question of the Day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. Last night I asked, what's a concern that the media is not covering enough?
But before we get to that, I'm proud to announce our latest addition to the Noble Army, Richard Singh, who is supporting us at the reporter level, the highest level of monthly support we've received so far. So thank you, Richard Singh. And also, a special thank you to David Griffith, Dion Nascimento, Project Zero, and Dimitri V. I appreciate you all. And if you're watching at home and you'd like to support our movement, just hit the link in the video description.
And to that question, you all said absolutely nothing. Ha-ha! But it's all good. We've got another question for you this evening. So, now for tonight's question. How do you feel about the idea of shutting down the Camp Street prison? Should it stay or should it go? Is it a good idea or will it not even make a difference? I want to hear from you. So, think about that question. Tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out on Monday for another. Until then, I'm Rico Bulfoot saying, have a great weekend. And as always, don't drink and drive, or you'll end up on Monday's episode the hard way. Ha-ha! Good night, folks.